So check out this amazing sketch. This sketch is by Heather Little, and today I am part of an anniversary YouTube hop. Heather has been making amazing videos for 4 years, and we are going to throw a little anniversary YouTube hop party for her. So she designed 4 different sketches, and we could choose which one we wanted to use, so be sure to hop along and see all of the other sketches that are available. I think there is a giveaway for this hop, and that you just have to subscribe and leave comments all along the hop to be entered for the giveaway. In fact, I'm almost positive that that is the case. But double check at Heather's website to be sure. So I am going to, you see me cutting down my paper here. This paper, the dark, thick white paper is Vicky Bouton mixed media paper, and I'm cutting it down to 10 by 10. And then I have this wood grain Prima paper that I'm going to put behind my photo. I have started doing this quite often with my 12 by 12 layouts just to get the size of the canvas down a little bit. I have really been loving and enjoying and wanting to work with smaller canvases, but I still have some 12 by 12 albums and 12 by 12 projects I want to complete. And so my way of getting the canvas size down that I really like, and a technique that I've been loving, is to give myself a nice thick pattern paper border. So this is score tape, another new supply that I've discovered and absolutely positively love, because it allows me to get the photo placement and the glue on my page very, very easily. And then I can just pull up the corners and lay the paper down on top. And I love it. I get my score tape from scrapbookpal.com. The reason I buy it from there is because if you place an order of $25, they give you free shipping, which works for me. So I'm going to use my T-square ruler. See, I can use my T-square ruler to make sure that this is nice and straight. And then it's really easy just to pull these tapes up, and everything sticks. Super easy, and the tape is exactly where it needs to be. I'm just looking for, I think I was looking for an extra tape. Yeah, because I knew I'd only pulled 3 off, and I was like, where's the 4th one? Because I totally put 4. And there it was stuck. So now everything is taped down. I did not make this an even border. I made it a little bit skinnier up at the top just because for some reason I like that look. And I've been doing that as well on a lot of pages. So I'm using the piece that I gutted as a photo mat for my photo. So this background wood grain paper with a little bit of like bokeh texture is from Prima. In fact, all of the papers, except for the Maggie Holmes floral, is from Prima. Different, I think, all different lines, but all Prima. The wood grain with the bokeh is from Amber Moon, I know that for sure, but the rest are from some older 6x6 paper pads that an amazing subscriber gifted me with, and I could not be more excited about them. Someone who knows my adoration of all Prima products except for the flowers. Anyway, that's another story for another day. So in the sketch, the background is a big heart, and I decided I didn't really want to do a heart. I decided I wanted to add some texture to my background, and I wanted to use some of these gorgeous doilies. So this is a Tim Holtz doily stencil, and I am going to use it on this page. I'm just going to adhere it with just a little bit of washi tape, and I'm going to put whipped spackle through the stencil. Whipped spackle is my very, 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 very favorite mixed media, I don't know what to call it, thing. My favorite mixed media thing. I love it. It's like, it's gorgeous. It gives you some texture. It gives you some, it's like spreading whipped cream on your page. It is a gesso, so you can you know, you can put it straight to paper without putting it through a stencil or anything if you want. But I just love it. It's like, it's just the funnest product. I think it's just awesome. And so I'm going to go ahead and kind of set that aside to dry a little bit. It dries really fast. That's another like amazing thing that it does. And it wipes up with a baby wipe. I love anything that wipes up with a baby wipe. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit, but I'm also going to kind of use it a little bit. And I'm going to decide kind of where I want my photo and how I want this to put out together. So these flowers are from Maggie Holmes. I believe they are from Carousel. Some of them are from a paper from Carousel. Some of them are from a paper from Dear Lizzie. They are actually the leftover bits that were on my desk from another project. And they were painted with a whole bunch of shimmers. I think the colors are Angel's Wings, Moon Rock, and Key Lime. Is that Key Lime is the green, I think? Let me look because I have it right here. Yep, Key Lime. So I did those for another project, and they were actually left over and sitting on my desk, and I decided that I was going to go ahead and get them all used up on this page. So I am inking everything with Vintage Photo Distressed ink, and these are just two 6x6 paper pads, or sheets of paper, and they're a pretty wood grain. One is a wood grain and one is a burlap, and I thought that they worked really well for this wedding, which was in December. So yeah, I'm just following the sketch pretty, I think pretty closely. I flipped out, I decided to use the doily and the whipped spackle in place of the heart. The banners are going the exact same place they are on the sketch, and I added a doily. In the sketch, there's just a doily at the bottom, but I added a doily to the bottom and to the top. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of pop these up and get a placement going without the background paper, because the background paper was like, it wasn't completely dry. It was still just a little bit sticky, and so I wanted to make sure I got it good and dry before I started putting stuff down on it, because if I had started to put stuff down on it before it was sticky, well, before it was totally dry, you know, I would have had to fidget and fuss with it, and then I would have smeared the whipped spackle, or it would have been bad. So I am popping up the little ends of the banner, just add a little bit of dimension, and I find this super funny because I think, if I remember correctly on this layout, most of those popped pieces get covered up. No, you can still see the banners in the finished layout, so it'll be okay. So I'm just going to get an idea of how I want this to go, and of course, this isn't going to be perfect because I don't have my canvas, but I'm going to start with the flowers that are there that aren't full flowers. So the ones that kind of got cut off, and I'm going to kind of try to use those first along the edges and then fill in with the other ones. I'm just getting an idea of placement. I'm getting an idea of how I want things to go. To be perfectly honest, I was just so excited about putting this layout together, and I was so excited about putting it together that I didn't want to wait for the whipped spackle to dry. So I just started kind of doing it because, you know, the creative juices were flowing. You got to take advantage of that when it happens. You got to take advantage of the creative juices flowing when they're flowing. Right? Right. So I went ahead and had a snack. I might have had a cup of tea. It's a little darker in my house now, and my iPad's been having some lighting issues. I'm not sure what was going on there. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, I will have fixed the problem, because it was just on my last two videos. So now my gesso is totally dry as a bone. And I am adding, I think I went to bed maybe? I don't know. And then this was the next morning. So I'm just adding my doily right where I want it. And yes, did you see that? I pushed it down and then picked it up anyway. And that's why I waited for the whipped spackle gesso-y stuff to dry. Dun dun dun. So this is the next morning and it's all dry. I'm going to go ahead and start by adding my doilies, and then I'm pretty much just going to go with, you know, putting everything down the way I had it the night before when I had been practicing. I'm sorry if you can hear my sweet Golden. She is just getting up for the day, And I fed her, and now she's kind of wandering around. She does that. So if you can hear her little feet clicking on the wood floors, I'm sorry. And here we go. So yeah, this is like really, really easy stuff here. I'm just sticking and plunking flowers down. Easy, easy, easy. I pulled out these freckled fawn hearts. These freckled fawn hearts were from my March Click Kit, and they're gorgeous. And because I loved them so much, I actually went ahead and bought, Freckled Fawn just had a big sale, so you'll see lots of Freckled Fawn goodies in my upcoming layouts because I bought some more goodies from them. These, I went in search of, I wanted to keep this title like super duper simple, right? It's a wedding layout, and yes, these, the people in this photograph are very close friends of mine, and my sister and I did all the photos for their wedding. I just, you know, there's only so much you can say. And I had 3 weddings. 3 weddings. There'll be lots of wedding layouts, you guys, because I had 3 weddings this fall, winter, and so, yeah. I wanted something super simple for a title. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue down this chipboard title, and it ends up being kind of funky a little bit. Like you kind of have to read it a little off. And I did fidget a little bit with that lovely, trying to figure out where it should go. But in the end, I just decided that that's where the placement was. So that will complete this layout. Congratulations 100 times over to Heather's Crafty Life on 4 years. And by the time this video airs, hopefully 5,000 subscribers. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye!